Namaste, dear listeners, and welcome to the Iowa channel Astro in with Abhi, Oneness in Astrology and Spirituality, bringing in awareness by Abhi. If you haven't as yet, please click on the subscribe button, like and share my content so that it can reach as many people as possible. We are currently in the Life Path series. We're doing the Life Path series at the moment. I've done Life Path 1 to Life Path number 9. Now we're heading into the master numbers, and the master number that I'm going to discuss today is the master number 11. And if you know of anybody who is a master number 11 or life path number 11, or if you are one, here are the characteristics of such a person. Obviously, master number is worthy of respect. Now, unlike other numbers, the master number 11 carry extremely high levels of potential. This does not mean that those who have this personal number will have an easy life. On the contrary, holders of master numbers have a greater potential, but also bigger challenges to face. Now, greater burdens, bigger responsibilities are definitely imposed on them. But with the potential they have, they will eventually succeed. While it's quite common for them to feel that life is tempting them, putting them in different situations, but precisely those situations definitely will help them develop the most. So, the development of a master number lasts for a lifetime. Many of us wish to be a master number without knowing what such a number brings with it. The master number 11s are expected to take the first step to go off the beaten track, to lead the masses and leave their mark on humanity. They are destined for great roles. Now, the undertakings of the number 11s, they definitely need a higher purpose to help humanity in some way. So these people here need to leave some kind of substance behind. These people are spiritual with the ability to see the bigger picture and what can be accomplished on a global level. It's not surprising to find these people very creative, very strong, intuitive. They like to live in harmony. They're very cooperative people, and they have the ability to cure others with just their charm, just their energy. Now, the master number 11 contains the energy of number 2, doubled along with the master energy of number 11. So it's double one. The goal is to balance these different energies in order to unlock the potential that the master numbers can offer. Now, this is very simple to explain in terms of the feminine and masculine. With the master number 11, when the feminine and masculine is balanced, such a person holds or they yield great power. Now, these people strive to stand out from the masses. They like to direct people. They like to be in the background or at the forefront, either or. Um, these people, they just take charge. They can do it behind the scenes or physically. These people, they are very good in teamwork. They are well, they love to work in a team, in fact, and they will be successful in thinking of ways to make the group a better team. They are competitive and they are always pushing people forward. They have a strong intuition. The number 11, due to the great uncertainty that the number 11 feels, they often ignore their inner voice. Now, the intuition is so strong, but they hardly ever listen to it. Now, this is the biggest lesson they will learn in time. They should genuinely rely on the instincts because the instincts will never prove them wrong. Now, most people will feel comfortable and relaxed in their presence. And after hanging out the number 11, they'll notice that the mood improves. It's because of the aura that they carry. They are very good healers, very good teachers, spiritual teachers. A lot of them become spiritual teachers, healers. They are very sensitive and their mood deteriorates very easily. It's imperative to realize the need to work on creating a psychological shield and not to take comments too seriously or personally. It is hard for them to accept criticism, which makes them doubt themselves. Now, that's the development area that they're going to have to go through in their life. They have great creativity. These people on the dark side, if they haven't followed a spiritual path or have some kind of spiritual grounding, these people start to, when they go off the rail, they have sincere issues, deep rooted issues in relationships. The marriages will go off the rail. They'll have problems. They become heartbroken, and they go through repetitive heartbreaks in their life. Um, and it's also that these people can become very addicted, towards pleasing other people. Um, the best way to explain this is that they can sacrifice their own self to please somebody else. And because they find criticism very hard to take, it's very hard for them to come out of karmic cycles. It's very difficult for them to make the right choice because I'd like to describe them as very thick skinned. They just don't like to take criticism. They get very hurt by it, and they can stay on that same path until it's the last straw on the camel's back. And this is the reason why they have so much of relationship trauma, because they just don't want to change. They find it very difficult. They're very stubborn in nature. So the biggest development area for a life path number 11 is to overcome the stubborn energy or the nature and to take criticism, because it's with this criticism that they can overcome their challenges in all facets of life and be able to lead effectively. Otherwise, they can become they can subdue themselves to being a people pleaser and losing themselves in the process up until it's too late and they don't have the energy or resources to pick themselves up. And this is the last straw on the camel's back. And a lot of them I see, they are in this mess. So I'm not going to go too deep on the dark side of the life path number 11. Fundamentally, we got to summarize this here and understand that as a life path number 11, you got to leave some kind of substance behind. You got to create a legacy, or you will always feel like worthless, or you'll feel like disappointed. You'll feel like not worthy. So you have to be working on a greater cause beyond yourself. All right, more for the public, more for humanity. Right, so Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. Thank you so much, dear listeners, for listening to my podcast. Om Namah Shivaya, Hari Bol, and goodbye.